Latest developments now from Washington. A new NBC Wall Street Journal poll shows President Trump's approval ratings in negative territory, a historic low for a new president. Jennifer Johnson reports. With the state budget being the elephant in the room, lawmakers are considering many options, including potential cuts. Chief political reporter Mark Curtis tells us what legislators are eyeing this session. Good morning, I'm Melissa Murray. Welcome to 12 News Today. It's Monday, April 17th. We're going to start by checking in with meteorologist Christian Klaus, who's in the Storm Tracker 12 Weather Lab. Good morning, Christian.
Good morning to everyone.
Much of the focus on West Virginia's budget this year has been on cuts to big targets like state universities and hospitals.
However, a lot of smaller programs are on the chopping block as well, and that's raising concerns. Mark Curtis tonight reports.
It's that time of year again, and the florist industry is quite busy around Valentine's Day. Megan Hudock has more on what they do to prepare for their big day. The state's attorney general is proposing that his office controls the Medicaid fraud unit. A Marion County mail carrier is credited with saving a woman's life after pulling her from a burning car.
This time next week, we'll be flirting with 60 degrees once again.
And it looks like Valentine's Day's good, so not an excuse to not get out there for your dates.
You can't say, hey, babe, well, the weather was too bad. I couldn't, go get those flowers.
New at 11 tonight, there are many reasons students are kept from attaining higher education. Paige Hopkins has the story on a solution to one of those barriers. Now to this developing story out of Harrison County. With West Virginia in a growing battle against drug addiction, Clarksburg looks to add a sober living house to its community, but its future location is causing debate.
It's nice to be able to open the windows, driving with the windows down.
Absolutely. Turn the heat off, save some money.
Exactly.
Get some fresh air. That's always a good thing.
Exactly.
That's great.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That's all the time we have for Weekend Edition. Another controversial week ahead for the White House as it promises to get its travel ban reinstated, either by court action or another executive order. Also tonight, Democrats are questioning the actions of National Security Advisor Mike Flynn.
Look what I get to read now. Eating healthy is something that, you have to commit to.
We'll hear from an expert coming up on how to make things a little bit easier. That's next on 12 News First Edition.
And by the way, we were kind of curious about those chocolate-covered flowers, right?
Yeah. We couldn't decide if they were roses covered in chocolate or fake chocolate roses.
Like they dip them in, or they spray it?
I don't know. They looked cool either way, right?
Can you eat it?
Probably. Good evening and welcome to 12 News Weekend Edition. I'm Melissa Murray. In Harrison County, a house is damaged after a fire broke out last night. Clarksburg firefighters responded to the scene on Adams Avenue around 9:45, where dispatchers say flames were showing from the house. There's no word on what started the fire or if anyone was home at the time. Harrison County Sheriff's deputies also responded. Stay with 12 News for updates. Also in Harrison County, 911 dispatchers say one person was flown from the scene of a motorcycle accident early yesterday evening. It happened around 5:30 on Route 19 near Good Hope. One person was flown by HealthNet to a nearby hospital. There's no word right now on that person's condition or any information on the cause of the accident. The Harrison County Sheriff's Department is investigating. And in Marion County, 911 dispatchers say one person is dead after a motorcycle accident from early yesterday afternoon. First responders were called to Route 250 near Metz outside of Mannington just before 12:45 p.m. Dispatchers say no other cars were involved. There's no word right now on what caused the accident. The Marion County Sheriff's Department is investigating. Stay with 12 News for updates. Monongalia County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a reported armed robbery from early Saturday morning. Deputies say it happened at Paula's Hotspot on Don Knotts Boulevard around 1:30 a.m. Deputies say the robber showed a black handgun and stole an unknown amount of cash from the store. No one was hurt. The robber is described as a male standing approximately 5'7" to 5'11", wearing black pants, a black coat, a gray toboggan hat, sunglasses, white shoes, and white gloves with black palms. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to call the Monongalia County Sheriff's Department Detective Division at 304-291-7218. Well, it's been a rainy night for many of us, but will that last into the work week? Meteorologist Sean Householder joins us from the Storm Tracker 12 Weather Lab with what to expect as you head out the door in the morning. Sean? Also new at 11, Taylor County 911 dispatchers say a Grafton Volunteer Fire Department truck fell into a ditch earlier today. Dispatchers say it happened on Pearl Street around 3:30 p.m. No injuries were reported. The extent of the damage to the truck is not clear at this time. 12 News reached out to the Grafton Volunteer Fire Department and Taylor County Sheriff's Department for more information about how that truck fell into the ditch or if firefighters were responding to an emergency, but calls have not yet been returned. A vehicle accident in Marion County sent one person to the hospital yesterday. It happened just before 3:30 in the afternoon on Manley Chapel Road near the Monongah Heights Apartments in Fairmont. State police say two cars collided head-on when one car crossed the center line. One person was flown to Ruby Memorial Hospital for injuries. There's no word right now on the extent of those injuries. The Marion County Rescue Squad and Monongah Fire Department also responded to the scene. Drivers traveling through Taylor County could see some delays starting tomorrow. The Division of Highways says crews will be working on the bridge at Taylor County Route 37, also known as Tappan Road. The bridge spans Plummer Run, just south of Route 250. Work will start tomorrow and run through February 24th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Drivers are asked to plan for additional travel time and use caution when traveling through this area. Well, many of us experienced strong winds and rain tonight. Meteorologist Sean Householder has been hard at work in the Storm Tracker 12 Weather Lab. He joins us with more on how long those conditions will last. Sean?